-10, and barely anybody punishes it.
Hey, it's the conditioning, man. You make it
Yeah.
punishable years later after it not being punishable, and people
But
won't do it.
here
So,
we go, Mr. Sandwich with the Eddie, Cosimo with the Claudio. That's definitely a good pick if you want to
oh
flip any
yeah,
different
because while standing
stanzas.
one, yeah, while standing one also gives you that really nice combo from it too.
Yeah, and again, Claudio does have good punishes against Relax as well, which gives him all really good damage and the plus frames afterwards. So
Mhm.
we're gonna have to see if Mr. Sandwich got his work cut out for him, but Mr. Sandwich already fought one Claudio before. A second Claudio should not be something outside his range.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Both players starting quickly with the poke, just checking themselves out. Mr. Sandwich being slightly more aggressive in that start, which has cost him a bit of health. No, actually, sorry, cost Cosmo a bit of health.
Yeah. I do feel like what's interesting about Eddie though, or like Claudio versus Eddie, is that like you can still really easily space out against Eddie.
Ooh.
Like if you call them out with like a hop kick, it kind of it kind of doesn't matter in that sense.
Yeah, it kind of as you saw there, Cosmo getting one good hop kick, got his blue stuff on deck right now.
Oh
But there
my
we
god!
go.
This is
Mr.
gonna get
Sandwich
long.
with a backdash whiff
Yes, it
punish
is.
gets a wall. This is going to get the full wall combo. We're going to have a wall mix up. Blocks the low. No punish on it, though.
Yeah. Then you just react to the deal. Ah, look at that. I actually loved what Mr. Sandwich did. He did not even flinch because he knows that Claudio's lows, if you fuzzy them properly, are not that threatening outside of down two. So he was willing to just take the down two from that situation and just leverage
Yeah,
any mix up that Cosma had afterwards.
true. As long as you don't get a counter hit by that down, too.
Yeah. Ah, back one.
Yeah, here we go. Cosmo with a slight life lead and blue stuff on deck again.
Mhm.
Threatening with those top spinners.
Yeah. The top spinners. Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Commits to the low. Good punish from Mr. Sandwich there, reacting on time, but gets
Ah.
beat out from the relaxed punish. Oh no, wrong punish this time from Cosimo. That could have closed out the round. Is this going to
Mhm.
give Mr. Sandwich the ability to make a comeback? Put him on the mix-up, do the
Oh
mix-up, get the
no!
launcher. I
It's gonna
don't
get
know if this will
wall.
kill. If it gets to the wall, it kills.
It's gonna get wall. No! Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay. Mr.
Yeah.
Sandwich still secures the round there.
Yeah. I think Mr. Sandwich was certain if it was actually gonna reach wall, so it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
happened.
He wasn't Mike. He was thinking the same thing I was. I was like, is this gonna reach wall? Or is this gonna be tight?
Yeah. That was a nice back three. Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Sandwich with a good life lead again, getting the advantage of trying to backdash away from Cosimo's pressure, but not quite there. Getting a few relax
Oh
again,
my
another
god.
throw, side switch. We're gonna start the wall pressure from Mr. Sandwich here,
Oh.
and Mr. Sandwich secures the win over Cosimo. No round Brown.
Yeah. I was about to say, one thing I think that is an issue with Claudio versus Eddie, and this has come from my experience when I fought Eddie, was it's really difficult to really open people up as Claudio when they're able to like backdash out of pressure so easily. So oftentimes whenever I was playing Claudio, I had to always overextend into like Eddie's down 4-2 ranges in order to force uh something to happen that I could like maybe get in range of it. So like, well, I think Claudio has better punishes against it. It always felt like an awkward matchup. So maybe,
Yeah, no,
sorry.
it's not like the worst because it's like, as you saw, back 3-3 is like a really good punish against the relaxed stance whenever he goes into it and gets you like basically a tiny pancake flip that gives you an advantage, but it's not quite there if you're looking for a character because, again, a lot of Claudio's pressure depends on that Superman punch, and if we saw already Mr. Sandwich do it once, if he just relaxes in neutral, you're just in a state of confusion of having to possibly have to do a move that'll get blocked, and now you're in negative frames dealing with an Eddie in your face that can do a full sidestep mix up or just start applying pressure.
Yeah, yeah, goes back to Devilgen. Just says no more fun and games. Time to win.
Yeah. Going back to the Devil Jin versus Mr. Sandwich's Eddie here. Another side switch for the opponents. Thank you online for not allowing TOs to keep the players in the same side as the start of the match.
But yeah, like also just I feel like back back four is such a good answer to Eddie's shenanigans. Just be like, no, no, no. You cannot move in on this bad. You just you go don't get to do anything funny. You have to meet me, face to face here.
Yeah, most definitely. Here we go. Nice low poking coming from MrSandwich, gaining a decent chunk of life lead here. Kasuma trying to just play carefully, but he's getting hit by every single poke that MrSandwich is throwing out and losing almost all his health for it. And he's right now one launcher away from losing. Another counter hit, this time putting him in rage, but with low health. This could be risky for Kasuma, but it's also the chance for him to start making a comeback with good damage. Gets it going. Look at the damage in favor of Kasuma and controls.
Yeah, Kasuma was just so patient up until the very end where he just started unleashing hell sweeps.
Yeah, that's the danger of leaving anybody in rage in this game. Like, they can just make comeback damage.
Yeah.
Look at beautiful punish on laser.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I was more surprised by just like, oh, he evaded the reversal, and that was like, perish, fool. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here we go. Tries to walk up. Sidestep 3+4. Good patience from Kasuma there. But still, MrSandwich with a decent life lead again. And Kasuma just trying to move around, trying to get the electric going. Doesn't quite work. Pressure coming in. Finally gets one in. Will this get the wall? Will this get the balcony break?
It will definitely get the wall, but I'm not sure if like Kasuma wants balcony break because that just helps reset to neutral.
But he did get a double down 4 to close out that round and keep it at his favor.
Nice.
Ooh, nice punish. I have not seen delayed hop kick as a punish for jump overs.
Yeah, to be fair, that was up forward 4, where it's like if they cancel in the stance, it's like good luck, bro.
True. Here we go. Pressure coming in again. MrSandwich putting in all the pressure, showing us the knowledge that he knows this matchup for sure. And it's just a matter of trying to get one good whiff punish to close out the round.
Yep.
Here we go, making him whiff, but still too far away from guaranteeing the punish.
This is tragic. He's going to get the wall break here. No, he's not going to go for it. Oh, no! Perish.
Why do you need to go for a wall break if you could just initiate an unblockable move and not be interrupted?
Crazy. That's crazy, man. You're telling me that I can convince my opponents to not mash on like a 30-frame unblockable move?
You see, that's the secret to playing good. There's going to be a level. When you start playing everybody mashing, so everybody hitting each other, then you start learning how to play. And you stop mashing, but you get beat by people mashing because they're still mashing. And until you learn what they're mashing with and counter mash, then you start playing good. But once both players know how to mash and not mash correctly, it comes down to who can do the most unpredictable thing to try to get the opening. And in this case, a 30-frame unblockable move that gave him a wall splat happened to be that answer.
Listen, if you just... The lesson today is remember to mash. Mashing saves lives. Except when it doesn't.
The thing is, mashing is like your Scoidinger's cat. Mashing is the reason you win the game, but it's also the reason you lose the game.
The ultimate answer. It's like you can't lose the game if you mash, and you can't lose if you don't mash.
You can't win if you don't mash, but you can't lose if you don't mash.
But yeah, it goes to a much smaller stage, which is kind of what we were expecting for Kasuma. Just like,
yeah, nice pressure coming in. Good trade. This is gonna get another flow. This is gonna carry close to the wall. Gets a nice little laser there for a mix-up. A little few pokes. Another electric. This is a nice combo conversion to get the full wall damage. And now one more poke. And Kasuma keeping 4 rounds in a row so far in this set.
Yeah. So far, it does seem like a pretty tight match so far. Both are like kind of really like kind of guess each other. I really feel like the only like problem like this in this sort of matchup is like Eddie's damage is relatively low compared to Deviljin's. Like here, we just saw MrSandwich had to hit Kazuma at least 6 independent times to seal the game, and Deviljin had to do it twice.
Yeah, and here we go. Luckily for MrSandwich, Kasuma drops that combo at the start. But Mr. Sandwich getting that counter hit back 3-3, getting a nice decent chunk of damage, but still has a life deficit over Kasuma's one little float combo that he dropped. Like we said, the damage difference is insane. It is part of the reasons low tier characters are into low tier and high tier characters are into high tier. The decision making has to be done again. The unblockable. This is catching Mr. Sandwich too many times. I know Mr. Sandwich can't sidestep out of it, but he's just gonna have to react and interrupt it when he starts seeing the animation start.
Yeah. It do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that, and with this, Kasuma probably has momentum going on his side. He's feeling himself pretty good. Doesn't really need to rush in. He knows he's got control of what's going on here.
Ooh, big hit though, and he's gonna get wall from this.
Yeah, we're gonna get another wall mix-up. How are we gonna try to escape here?
Upward 4. This is gonna be potentially really awkward. Nope, he gets the combo just fine.
Yeah, he gets the sight wall splat. Doesn't really play the pressure game since he didn't have the quick positioning to do it. Still, Kasuma has a slight deficit. Gets
Nice
away
punish.
with a good punish. Doesn't actually put Mr. Sandwich in rage, so this is not where Mr. Sandwich wants to be.
Yo, that was actually good. Relax though. Really.
Yeah,
forces-
it avoided the full combo from the blue stuff, but Kasuma just getting pokes going in anyways from the plus frame secures around and secures the second game. Moving on and loser side.
Yeah. Great usage of relax to just minimize.